Tennis recap, Sinner's controversial change, Venus US Open dream alive, and more. The world of tennis is never short on drama, transformation, and resilience. From Jannik Sinner's controversial changes ahead of the US Open to the heartwarming resurgence of Venus Williams, this week has proven again why tennis captivates millions across the globe. As the summer hard court season intensifies, so do the storylines, bold, unpredictable, and layered with personal and professional stakes. Here's a deep dive into the latest developments from the tennis circuit. Jannik Sinner's controversial change, a risk or masterstroke? Jannik Sinner, the reigning Australian Open champion and current world number one, has shocked fans and analysts alike with his latest coaching shakeup just weeks before the US Open. The 22-year-old Italian, hailed as the new face of men's tennis, has parted ways with longtime coach Simone Bagnozzi. The move comes after an underwhelming grass court season, punctuated by a quarter-final exit at Wimbledon, where many expected him to make a deeper run. Sinner's decision to bring in a new, data-driven technical advisor has sparked intense debate. Many purists argue that such a shift, especially before the final Grand Slam of the season, could destabilize his game. His new team reportedly includes a biomechanics specialist and a mental strength coach from the world of Olympic athletics, a sign that Sinner is leaving no stone unturned in his quest for complete domination. Critics, however, argue that tennis is as much about rhythm and relationship as it is about analytics. Sinner's previous rise to the top was built on chemistry, trust, and consistency with his coaching team. Replacing such a well-oiled machine so close to a major tournament could be a gamble. Despite the controversy, Sinner appears calm and confident in his decisions. Evolution is part of sport, he reportedly said during a recent press conference. To remain at the top, you must continue to adapt. Whether this adaptation pays off remains to be seen, but all eyes will be on Flushing Meadows when Sinner walks onto the court, carrying the weight of expectation and the consequences of his own boldness. Venus Williams, US Open dream still alive. While Sinner's career is ascending, Venus Williams is fighting to keep hers alive. At 44, the seven-time Grand Slam champion continues to battle time, injuries, and doubters with a kind of grace only she possesses. And now, with the US Open looming, her dream of making one last magical run in New York is flickering once again. Her recent performances, though inconsistent, have been sprinkled with glimpses of vintage Venus, her serve cracking the 120s, her backhand as sharp as ever, and her court presence still commanding. More importantly, her sheer determination has reignited the conversation. Could she pull off a fairy tale at Flushing Meadows? Venus has received a wildcard entry into this year's US Open, sparking waves of nostalgia and support from fans and players alike. Her journey hasn't been smooth, withdrawals due to injuries, early round losses, and a schedule limited by recovery time, but her love for the game remains undiminished. Her recent training videos show a focused, lean Venus attacking the baseline with her trademark aggression. There's a noticeable lightness in her movement, and her team believes she's in the best shape she's been in years. The US Open, where she has twice been crowned champion, could be the perfect stage for one final act. Will it be a deep run or a dignified farewell? Either way, Venus has already won hearts with her persistence and poise. Tennis fans will surely be watching, hoping to witness a chapter worthy of her legendary career. Emerging stars shaking up the scene. While the headlines often belong to established names, the tennis world is teeming with young talent making significant waves. Mira Andreeva, the 17-year-old Russian phenom, continues to defy expectations. After a breakthrough performance at Roland Garros earlier this year, she has followed it up with consistent wins during the hard court season. Her combination of baseline power, court IQ, and relentless energy has many predicting a top 10 finish before the year ends. Meanwhile, Ben Shelton, the American firecracker with a booming lefty serve, is quickly becoming a fan favorite. His semi-final appearance at the US Open last year was no fluke, and he's now stringing together solid performances, particularly in the North American swing. If he can keep his unforced errors in check, Shelton could be a real threat come late August. Other names rising rapidly include Linda Noskova, Arthur Fils, and Emma Navarro, all of whom are showing maturity and match temperament beyond their years. The next generation isn't just coming, they've arrived. Djokovic's preparation hits a roadblock. Novak Djokovic's US Open preparations have encountered a hiccup. After taking an extended break post-Wimbledon, Djokovic was expected to return to action in the Canadian Masters. However, reports indicate that the Serbian legend has been dealing with a persistent wrist niggle, forcing him to reassess his summer schedule. Djokovic, who has dominated New York in recent years, is chasing yet another milestone, what could be his 25th Grand Slam title. But concerns are growing about his readiness. Age, even for a supreme athlete like him, cannot be defied forever. That said, writing off Djokovic has proven foolish time and again. The man thrives on adversity, and if he makes it to the US Open healthy, few would bet against him, regardless of his recent setbacks. Iga Swiatek eyes redemption. On the women's side, Iga Swiatek is quietly plotting her return to the top after losing her #1 ranking to Aryna Sabalenka earlier this year. Swiatek, known for her strategic mind and clay court brilliance, has been working on refining her hard court game, focusing on improving her second serve and incorporating more net play. Swiatek has always shown flashes of dominance on hard courts, but inconsistent performances have sometimes marred her potential. Her team believes she is now more balanced, both mentally and physically. With her fierce competitiveness and calm demeanor, Iga remains a potent threat heading into New York. Doubles drama and Olympic hopes. While singles usually dominates the headlines, the doubles circuit is heating up with Olympic implications. With Paris 2024 just a year away, partnerships are being tested, formations reevaluated, and alliances built or broken based on form and chemistry. The reigning Wimbledon champions in men's doubles have surprisingly announced they will not continue together, citing differences in training approaches. On the women's side, Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula remain the United States' strongest bet for Olympic gold, although their recent losses in key matches have raised questions about tactical variety. Mixed doubles also promises to be a highlight, with nations like France, Australia, and the Czech Republic fielding formidable pairings. Mental health conversations still front and center. Beyond the courts, tennis continues to lead the conversation in mental health advocacy. Players like Naomi Osaka, Bianca Andreescu, and Paula Badosa have bravely spoken about the pressures of the game, leading to significant reforms in how players are supported during tournaments.